shit's about to hit the fan.
You're listening to the Max Wrestling Podcast. It's time to take it to the max!
Hey yo, it's Thursday, and you know what that means. This is episode 387. Welcome to Max Wrestling Tidal Wave with a T and another T. Title, not title. Thank you, Jarvis, for... I don't know why I didn't think of that originally, but it works. I love puns.
Hey, that's what I'm here for.
You're here for a lot of things this week. Your captain has returned, and still your world champion, along with your current television champion, LFA Moses Marquez.
Hey, man.
Top of the morning.
Top of the morning, motherfuckers.
We're also joined once again this week by DC Daniel Crimmins, waiting for an answer from his challenge last week. Very unexpected challenge, by the way.
Still understand who the motherfucking Michael Chuck is, but alright.
Well, hopefully we find out at Promo Series. And also joining us is the current knowledge champion, Jarvis Walker Anderson, and his challenger this week, the Phoenix. How are you both on title week?
Chest is still a bit sore from you. I'm alright.
Yeah, I see you going shirtless this week to show it
I
out.
was about to say, yeah, show it off there, bud.
Since I got home yesterday, I've literally just been letting air get to it.
Has anybody chopped you yet?
From the... Oh yeah, that was the first damn thing I was thinking, and when I saw that.
Knife edge chop.
Right there, right in the tip.
Mm-hmm.
Right in the titty.
Oh. Keep telling me, do not stab me in the nipple. I will punch you in the face.
So as you may have worked out, people, this week it is the Phoenix versus Travis Walker Anderson for the Knowledge Championship, which should have happened at PromoSlam, but fate intervened, as we said, and prevented us from having it. So 2 weeks later, we're ready for the title match.
Yeah,
I hope that's not really Guinness.
If it is, I'm hell jealous.
Actually, no, it's not that early for us, but geez. So, let's get to TikTok first, and I promise I will upload it to TikTok this week, but these are the free TikTok questions. Let's lay the talk down.
You told the AEW guys to stay away.
Another one.
I don't play that game. So let's get into why you're right.
I'm coming!
First question for TikTok. How do you feel about the fans turning on Liv Morgan? We're going to talk about it on this show, and I guarantee you it ain't going to be pretty. Question number 2. Who else do you want to see Triple H bring back to WWE? There's been a lot of returns this past week, and we never thought we'd be asking this question. Who do you want to see go back to WWE? But it's a new era, and we're seeing a lot of familiar faces. And the third question is also about WWE this week. I'm sorry. Should Raw have an interim world champion? It's a topic that's been thrown around the internet this past week, and it's definitely one you can make a case for. So, TikTokers, if you have anything to say on any of those 3 questions, do the whole Stitch tweet, not tweet.
It's comment,
duet. That's the one. Not
Attaboy.
tweet. You can tweet if you want. I don't care.
Go for it.
It's the same handle, Max Wrestling UK.
Get it out there one day.
So let's jump straight into our headline this week. The return of Karrion Kross, just the latest of post-Vince returns to WWE. How many more are we going to see coming back? But
more
I'm sure there's more on the way.
Got that bullshit mask.
Yeah, no mask, no gimpy suit.
Oh, gimpy suit.
Lumis was returned on Raw as well.
Yes. They've been coming thick and fast since SummerSlam. Basically, Raw is now the real NXT 2.0.
Slowly becoming
NXT 2.0 is 2 shit. We got the actual 2.0.
We're back
on the
to
main
NXT
roster now.
Being developmental.
Yeah. And the people that became stars in NXT that Vince squandered are now becoming the faces of the main roster, which is great.
Yeah. It's the way it should have been.
Not so great for MLW. I mean, I think they've been advertising Kross, and obviously they've had to pull him now because Kross is back in WWE.
Well,
but
I think they're letting him finish out the dates that he's already signed for, the dates he had already agreed to. At least that's what I've been.
WWE but I like it.
Yeah. Well, that should please people. I've seen some indie hardcore fans that are upset that Kross went back to WWE because he's been going on the indie route lately. But if they're going to let him finish his dates, I don't doubt Triple H doing something like that. He's not Vince.
If they let him finish dates, then what's the problem?
Exactly. I don't see there being a problem. But Kross immediately, I don't know if he targets Roman Reigns, but he certainly targeted Drew McIntyre on SmackDown. And then left a little clock for Roman with a TikTok. Of course, reminiscent of the Kross that we know and love from NXT, and not the gimpy Kross that we saw in the Vince era.
GP Kross. GP Kross.
The dude from Mad Max.
Yeah. Oh my
Exactly.
God.
Honestly, of all the returns we've gotten, I think that was the best done.
Yeah, certainly the most impactful. I hope Drew's head is okay because that was fucking bouncing off those steps.
Oh yeah.
Well, like if you look back at it, and maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like because he had Drew's head right on his hand.
Yeah.
It looked like it was his hand that was hitting.
So we hope Kross's hand is okay.
We're worried about
I'd rather his hand be hurt than Drew's head.
Kross has a bad history of getting injured at the worst possible times. So if he
seriously
don't break your hand on your re-debut.
Hold him back a little bit then to make sure he doesn't do stuff.
That being said, I mean, we do need to get through Clash of the Castle first before we even consider Kross going after one of those two, because it's Drew versus Roman in Cardiff, which is extortionate, might I add. The prices of those damn tickets, even the cheap seats are not cheap.
Damn.
No. Because, they think you guys are all made of money. They think we're all fucking made of money. Like, we didn't just go through a goddamn
Yeah, we've been
pandemic.
saving for this for 20 years.
Yeah.
You finally get a main pay-per-view, and
they hike the prices up.
I was like, they think you guys are sitting on bars of gold or something out there? You're just, like, cashing them in just for the WWE show. About time, here we go. What the fuck?
About how bad is it?
Like what you would normally expect to pay for, like, I don't know, mid-tier. Those are the cheapest possible seats you can get right at the top, and it's a stadium, so they're way up the top.
I think they were talking like those seats were like over $100.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's fucking bullshit, bud. That's fucking bullshit. I'm not paying it. Not even. And then if they're gonna want to try to give me that shit so far, then I'm definitely not going to Mania. Not happening.
And a lot of them now are scalpers too, so even more expensive.
I was gonna say, yeah, they don't fucking help assholes.
We got Metallica here in town tonight, and cheapest seats like $100.
Damn.
I don't want to say like that's not surprising. That is Metallica, though.
Yeah, it's Metallica. They all about the money.
It's Lars.
Goddamn Lars. He's like, you know what? I made 75 cents more last year. You better hike that price. Like, God, you motherfucker.
Well, to be fair, Stranger Things kind of.
Yeah, kids know who we are again now. So Stranger Things. That's Stranger Things just hike the prices up.
You goddamn television watchers.
Basically, you know those prices? Turn them upside down. You see what I did there? So yeah, the other returns that we've had since SummerSlam, obviously I wasn't here to talk about it last week. Bayley's trio, I'm really enjoying. Dakota's getting some exposure. EO's getting some exposure. Bayley fucked up the names.
Yes,
like she said it with so much certainty. I thought, oh shit, they haven't changed Dakota to Dakota Sky too, have they? But no, she messed the name up. It's Dakota Kai still, thankfully.
For now.
Maybe somebody's in the back on it.
Like,
That sounds pretty good.
It's not a bad idea. Maybe they're related.
We can call them the Sky Sisters. No, don't do that.
You could just hear that screaming Vince. If he heard it.
If he was still there, yeah, he'd be
Do
screaming.
not put that energy out into the universe. Don't do it.
He's already like sending text messages. Hey, Steph, I got an idea.
Yeah. Or Steph's probably the one texting him, actually.
Guarantee
Hey, what do you got for me?
He's probably sitting in his mansion throwing shit at the fact that fans are actually somewhat enjoying the show now.
What do you mean the show's popular again?
I still want to see Vince sitting at home watching his product.
Yeah, that's how I've been thinking the same thing.
Do you think he watches the show and like, oh, this is shit?
You know he watches it. You know
absolutely. He may be retired, but he ain't taking his eye off the ball, and he's still a majority shareholder too. Well, until he has to pay off all these legal fees.
Well, yeah,
Another
keep
5 million.
backing up.
Another 5 million.
You get 5
Jeez.
million. You get 5 million. You get 5
Literally, that's what it's like.
Jesus.
An idea I've seen thrown around this week is Triple H bringing War Games to Survivor Series.
Okay.
Do it.
No.
Absolutely do it.
No.
Do it.
I say no strictly because NXT needs something special for them.
That means I have to watch NXT 2.0.
Main roster has Hell in a Cell. They've got Elimination Chamber. You know,
Damn, so
NXT, what special match they have?
You know what
They
my
got the fight
response
pit.
is to that? Potato, tomato. Who gives a shit? I don't know what I mean.
And
My whole
NXT
thing-
do need something, but that means you got to watch it.
Not only do you have to watch it, but then you have to make sure that these guys are going to be safe enough in this environment. And that's my biggest qualm. As much as I just wanted to make the
You know what? And I know Mo. I know you've seen the movie. Bring back the triple cage.
Yes.
The nostalgia feels are strong, and I love it.
Didn't they actually do the Triple Cage with Jeff and
though,
DDP?
is it going to? Well, yeah. Could you do it the right way? That's always the first question. Can it be done the right way?
With the right
Can it be
people?
done without tarnishing like WCW, without throwing everybody into the ground?
WCW is already tarnished.
Yeah. Can it be done with David Arquette riding a motorbike down the ramp and into the ring?
That's the only way. It's the only way.
Well, he survived Nick Gage, so I'm sure.
Yeah, my respect for David Arquette's gone way up.
Seriously.
I mean, I've always kind of liked him, but like nobody took him seriously as a wrestler, and then he went and pretty much tried to get himself killed.
Well, yeah, he was. That is not the way I thought of it, but okay. No, he was a fucking fan, and the guy got a shot, and they literally, instead of giving the David Flair push where he actually had to, work matches and do some stuff and got some fucking, storylines, they just said, hey, here, you hold this thing for a little bit and piss off the whole world. Okay.
And we'll promote your movie.
Oh, yeah, and we'll promote your movie. Okay.
That was Shivani's idea.
Yeah. That'll put butts in seats. Hey, we still love Ready to Rumble, Tony, so you're good.
Yeah, work for us, man.
It's a guilty pleasure.
I
No, Ready to
that.
Rumble. Do Ready to Rumble 2 with Stephen Amell instead of David Arquette. That's what I want.
Hey, Logan Paul.
Don't Space Jam my Ready to Rumble, goddammit. Don't do it.
Oh man, Space Jam just
with
become a
Stephen
term.
Amell, that could work. I
want it. I want
Say
it
it
so
again.
bad.
On Space Jam.
I don't care. I don't care.
Keep LeBron James away from
got
it,
it.
and you're fine.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Keep Fox away from it. Jeez.
Here's the
It's
whole
not
thing.
like I'm
It would-
saying like put Shaq as David.
Okay, well, here's the thing, and I know we're fucking way off on a tirade on that thing. In my opinion, the only way that can work is it's got to be a way, as funny as it can be and probably should be, it's got to be grittier. You can't, after that movie had come out, you can't have fucking movies like The Wrestler come out and then make another wrestling movie without it being fucking a little grimy. You know what I mean?
Oh, The Wrestler was an awesome movie.
I showed it to my stepdaughter, and she's like, "Is this real?" I'm like,
Have Heyman write it.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong there.
And keep Kevin Dunn way the fuck away from it.
Go over there.
And Russo. And
Russo. How many camera cuts we doing for this fucking movie?
I'm surprised Kevin Dunn's still fucking there.
Well,
No.
The problem is that I read the guy that was being groomed to replace him is the guy that they fired a while ago. So they got nobody to take over at short notice that can do Kevin Dunn's job, apparently.
I can. Camera cut. No.
Go to camera 10. Go to camera 10.
10, 11,
I mean,
11, 10, 11.
Didn't Triple H basically do Kevin Dunn's job when he was running NXT?
I think so.
Trips, you do it. Do it yourself.
Come on, motherfucker.
Find some graduates from Full Sail, and there you go.
Bingo.
Right?
Where's some film majors at? Come on.
Can't do Kevin Dunn's job. You're telling me it's difficult to do 37 camera cuts a minute and be a sexist asshole?
Warner Brothers, they got a lot of cuts going on right now. Somebody needs to use a job.
Deservedly so.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you get for standing by the wrong people. But on the topic of war games, obviously we got these groups of women feuding right now in WWE. Bayley's trio and Bianca teaming with whoever she can get her hands on. To be honest, any baby faces.
Come along for the ride.
Becky should be back, like literally just in time for Survivor Series, if everything goes according to plan with her shoulder recovery.
Does she not have to have surgery?
Not that I
They
know
haven't
of.
said anything. And I
I
feel like
think it's
she's
just like a
had-
basic couple of months
That's
recovery.
what I'm worried about. But well, I mean, like if it was like because they said separated shoulder. Now there's a big difference between a separated shoulder and a dislocated shoulder.
Yeah.
A dislocated shoulder sucks like a motherfucker, but you can pop it back in, give it a week or two to heal, and you're pretty much fine. Separating your shoulder sometimes means torn ligaments, broken bones. So I want to know, has there been like an MRI on her, or is it just that she, shit popped out and they're calling it a separated shoulder to make it more severe?
I think it's only been just their word.
Okay,
I haven't seen nothing.
So
like,
it's
nothing
dislocated.
official.
Got it.
Yeah, I don't think it could be that bad if she literally finished the match.
Yeah.
And
Well,
she didn't seem to be
that's
in that much pain.
Well, I mean, you got to think of it like this. Finn wrestled that whole match against Seth with a separated shoulder as well.
True.
Yeah.
That's what I base most of this stuff off of. So the adrenaline factor, whatever the fuck. But I'm basing time of recovery on, you know what I mean, like that.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's bad.
Finn did his shoulder twice in that match, didn't he? 'Cause the first time he popped
he
it
popped
back.
it back in the first
Yeah.
time.
Like a fucking dickhead.
But
Leave it out, bud.
let's be honest, the injury was his fault in the first place. And trying to
Sure.
grab the barrier.
Yeah, don't grab the fucking thing. Just land on the bitch.
I mean, I know it's just instinct, but still.
True. Oh, well.
I will say this, and this is just an idea. Instead of Balor leading Judgment Day, have Karrion Kross lead it.
Yeah. Judgment
A
Day needs
faction
something.
where the leader keeps getting destroyed.
That sounds familiar.
Sounds like
But
you could get Scarlett and Rhea in the tag tournament that way.
you can have them both
I
beating
don't
up
know.
Dominic.
I don't know if it would work
Scarlett don't
or if
wrestle
they
like
could
that,
go together. I know, but I mean,
There's
I'm just
worse
trying
things
to-
out there.
She's a valet, my guy, not a diva.
Oh, I know.
Not a women's.
I'm not like agreeing or disagreeing, but I was just saying, you could make it work if Karrion took over Judgment Day like that.
Yeah. But like Judgment Day needs something because like Edge got kicked out and we've said they kind of lost their edge. I didn't mean to turn that into a pun.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
And now Edge is talking about destroying it already. So what was the point?
You know how fucking confusing it is, by the way, to like not watch this product and then give this product a shot. Like, because I'm like watching and all of a sudden I hear the Judgment Day music and I didn't think it was the Judgment Day music. I was like, oh, boy, it's Edge coming out. Nope.
I think the whole point of the Judgment Day was just to have Rhea Ripley beat up little boys.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
Anything that memorable since he formed, even with Edge in charge, have they? Think about.
No, but like
I just, it might be because I'm not really watching, but I just don't see the purpose in it. It don't make sense to me.
I actually did watch both SmackDown and Raw this week, first time in a long, long time. And Judgment Day are just like another tag. It's just literally Finn and Damian as a tag team, and then Rhea's running around after Dominic, beating him up. But when they did have Edge as the leader,
There's nothing wrong with that.
I was going to say, it's okay. It's all right.
when they did have Edge, they did kind of have more of a gimmick.
Yeah, now they're just there.
Yeah. And Edge is going to destroy them already.
Terrible.
And Dominic's going to turn heel.
Yeah, he's going to get infatuated with Rhea.
Cool.
Well, I mean, come on.
He'd be like, Karrion, you still got that little gimpy suit thing?
I'm obviously I'm not going to.
You know it's in the warehouse.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure Rhea's got her own, to be honest.
She's like, "Don't worry, I got a suit for you."
Just
Get over there.
Just ask Buddy Matthews. I'm sure he might let him borrow it.
Right. Oh.
He gets bigger, so he can. He's like, "No, I'm too big. You can't dominate me." And then
you know what? I was gonna say that. Like I was watching. We're gonna get to Dynamite later, but when House of Black came on the screen and all you saw was the back of Buddy's shoulder and head, I thought, that's too big to be Buddy. Who the fuck's that?
I said, "Yeah, who the fuck is that massive fucker?"
That dude beefed up.
No, we said all of them. The entire house of everybody looked fun. Like even Brody looks more trim. Malachi all of a sudden looks buffer. All like, where the fuck did you get buff? And then just Buddy fucking Matthews. Every time I turn around, dude, he's blowing up.
Yeah. All right, we got much more to talk about, but first, it's time for stupid shit people say online. This is shit Mark say.
OMG, Kevin Nash.
Who the hell told you tonight was open mic night, bitch?
Tell me you did not just say that.
WTF, thought he was dead, LOL.
Names have been changed to protect their stupidity. All right, anything from TikTok this week?
Shockingly, I have not been on TikTok all week.
Wow.
So I'm not even gonna bother to search it or nothing like that. I have been hearing of pretty much just all the Liv hate, and that's pretty much what I've been seeing on the little bit that I have scrolled. And it's just the people that were all for Liv are shitting on Liv, saying that there was no story behind it, that she doesn't make sense as a champion. Why are they pushing the fact of this whole thing? And I'm like, you do know how to make a star, right? This is how it goes. They were building the fuck out of her for, I want to say, a year.
At least.
And then it was, especially most of us, we were like, okay, dude, now's the time. Give her the push. Now's the time. Give her the push. They squandered her. We felt it was done. It was over with. They gave her another shot. Now they're pushing the her and Ronda thing, and there's nobody more. There's no bigger name out there that you could push against anybody than Ronda. I mean, yeah, you could say Charlotte, but she wasn't going to let you win shit. So, I mean, at least Ronda, it's shockingly being cooperative, which is nice. I mean, the way the match ended was weird, but anything to keep it going is the idea behind it.
It's literally almost the same way that Ronda lost the last time.
Shady finish. And,
I'm reminded of that Daniel Bryan promo from years ago, calling the fans fickle.
Oh, they are.
You want Liv, they say, okay, here you go. Remember, we wanted Kofi. They gave us Kofi. And what happened? They started booing him.
We're supposed to take him. We can't take him seriously.
We wanted Lashley as the champion. They gave it to us. We boo him.
Boring. Stale. Literally, exactly. It is the perfect word for the perfect amount of fans. They're fickle. They want it. They're that spoiled kid. They want it until they get it, then they don't want it no more.
Exactly.
And it's always when they become a champion.
Yeah.
I understand not liking the finish at SummerSlam. It made no sense. If you got 1 second left for the pin, don't tap. But obviously they had to do it to keep Ronda looking strong and then get her to flip and then suspend her for God knows how long again. But why are you taking your frustrations out on this girl that you've been pushing for the fans I'm talking to, pushing for 2 years to be taken more seriously? Now she's a champion.
Fucking Chad, you fuck right off.
So let's see what the marks have been saying. So first of all, I'm not going to change his name because he changed it himself after Russell Crange posted him.
Nice.
He said, oh, by the way, his name is Worry About You. Kindly reminder that AEW fans wouldn't hate Cornette or constantly call him a racist if he loved AEW. We definitely would.
First off, I never called him a racist, and I just hate him because I hate him. I mean, hell, I actually fucking protected the goddamn guy when he was talking about that. He was what was the goddamn line? He made it on Trevor Murdoch, saying he was an old school wrestler, something about you could fucking strap chicken to his back and send him up Ethiopia or some bullshit like that. And I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
do you even know what the fuck he's talking about? Like to get mad? Or are you just mad that he brought up the word Ethiopia? Like the fuck? But nope, it's gigantic roar. The guy made that NWA show fucking watchable. I'm gonna say it just like that. I don't give a shit. That show is boring as fuck. But when he was on there, just to listen to his commentary, it was a little bit worth it. I am not a cornet thumper. I don't carry the book of cornet saying all he says is correct because he, used to watch circus wrestling or what have you. But he can be entertaining.
He can be.
No.
Most of the time, he is just a prick, though.
Yeah.
But he's also said some, not very many, but positive things about AEW. Just because he mostly trashes the company because he doesn't like Kenny, he doesn't like the Bucks. I have heard him praise AEW at times.
That's what people expect out of him.
Yeah.
And he knows it, so he's gonna play into that.
Yeah. To make him the monies.
Also, I'd love to know how this guy feels about Vince.
Oh, bro, his knee pads are ready. You said Vince, he's ready to go.
He probably thinks Vince did nothing wrong.
Right. Yeah, because he doesn't love AEW. Next up, first name, Mike. Last name, Hunt.
You're joking, right?
No, that's just the name I gave him. His first name is Mike, though. Mike says, how great... Oh, actually, yeah, I shouldn't be so upbeat about this one because it's pretty dark. In response to Ric Flair, he said, how great would it have been if you died in the ring? What a last match that would have been.
Oh, God.
What is wrong with you?
The sad reality is, this is probably that guy that has no idea that there has been more than a handful of deaths inside of wrestling rings. And not
also,
during, death matches and shit.
Rick wasn't exactly healthy in that ring. Would he pass out twice because he was dehydrated?
Twice.
And
he was
Undertaker had to take his beer.
My man was partying the whole time. He wasn't drinking water and staying hydrated and doing the right. He'd fucking be a dumb training with fucking goddamn Jay Lethal, go crack a fucking beer. All right, come on, we're gonna do stuff. Bro, drink a fucking water, pal.
And of all the people to talk some sense into him, of course, it's the Undertaker. I'm gonna drink 6 beers. Nope, you're gonna drink these 2 Gatorades first. Okay.
I guess.
I love it.
Even after he's retired, Taker's still leading the locker room.
Right?
But, dude, why do you have to insist on wishing death on an old wrestler just I don't want to see him wrestle anymore either, but come on.
Why wish death on anyone?
Exactly.
Right?
You could have something that you absolutely hate. Don't put that negativity on somebody. Should that matchup happen? Hell no. Could Ric Flair conceivably have died in that ring?
Yeah. Fortunately, yeah. But the fact that you were hoping for it, you were in your little fucking corner, come on, that's fucked the hell up, bro.
You would want somebody to die in the ring in front of his children, his grandchildren. You would want them to see their family member die right in front of them? The hell is wrong with you?
This is why I changed his last name to Hunt.
Stuff like that, you deserve to be beat up.
And finally, we have Joseph the Demon. So badass, he hides behind sunglasses, a hat, and a bandana.
That sounds like the most badass to ever badass.
Creative superstar got wild.
Badass tattooed on his badass.
So obviously Vince, another 5 million was uncovered this past week. Joseph says the guy is retired, but no DQ has nothing negative to say about the company anymore, so they need to drag up old stuff. Cannot blame you though. You're just listening to your boss, Tony Khan.
Everybody think everybody's paid by Tony Khan because now that there's another show. When NWA started, did everybody say that you're getting paid by fucking Jim Cornette and fucking NWA? Or fucking, did everybody get this part of the Smashing Pumpkins money? No, motherfuckers.
This guy needs... I think this guy's just confused. He's got his cons mixed up. It's Nick Khan.
There you go.
Get it right.
I also don't understand why they're getting so pissed off that it's being reported about how much Vince that they keep finding more embezzlement from Vince. Like, we're not reporting a story just because we hate Vince. They're reporting it because it's news.
WWE are the ones that reported it.
Right.
I was just gonna thank you.
They literally said, "Hey, we found another $5 million in payments."
What the fuck's going on?
But no, you got to protect Daddy Vince because people are being mean to him.
But hey, Tony Khan apparently owns WWE too. Who knew?
I don't think he knows that with all the blow, but he does.
I mean, hey, I bought that too. All right, let's go.
Yeah, White Claws. Don't forget them.
Oh, the claws. Ain't no laws when you messing with the claws.
But this is why they are marks, and that's the shit they say. Now, we're going to go back in time to the days where long hair and spandex meant two things. You were either a glam metal star or a wrestler. It's This Week in Wrestling History. All wore spandex in the 80s. There's a lot of TNA this week. It's hardcore hard justice month. So August 7th, 2002, Ron the Truth Killings made history by becoming the first ever African American NWA World Champion. He defeated Ken Shamrock to become the second NWA World Champion of the TNA era. Yes, people, Truth was a world champion.
Isn't it funny that both first-time African Americans wear the name Ron?
Never realized that.
Yep.
August 7th, 2011, Kurt Angle won the TNA World title for the fifth time, defeating Sting at Hardcore Justice. Angle set a new record as both of them entered this match as four-time champions. And August 8th in 2010, following an invasion of ECW originals, Impact presented an all-ECW pay-per-view, call it One Night Stand 2.0 if you want, transforming Hard Justice into Hardcore Justice, featuring Raven and Tommy Dreamer renewing their classic rivalry, refereed by Mick Foley, and Rob Van Dam defeated Sabu in the main event. There's Cactus right there. Yeah, then it led to like a new ECW stable. Was it EV 2.0, Extreme Violence 2.0, something like that?
What the fuck kind of name is that?
Oh, you gotta look, TNA writers at the time.
Jesus.
Yeah, this was peak stupid idea TNA.
Telling me.
Now we're going way back. Was that?
Beginning of the end.
Yeah, well, it was the beginning of the end of the TNA era because this was 2010 when Hulk and Bischoff was around.
I tell you, brother, we got a great idea this week.
August, we're gonna bring the Nasty Boys back for a tag match.
Not the Nasty Boys.
No, the fuck you ain't.
Not the Nasty Boys. Oh God.
August 9th, 1997, at Road Wild, Hollywood Hogan defeated Lex Luger for his third WCW World Championship. After Luger previously ended Hogan's near one-year reign as champion, this was the second time all three members of the NWO held titles at the same time, as Hall and Nash lost by DQ to the Steiner brothers the same night, retaining the tag team titles. On the same night, Sabu defeated Terry Funk in a barbed wire match to win his second ECW World title at Born to be Wired, but it was tape delayed and it was aired in segments across weekly TV.
And if I'm not mistaken, that was the last time that ECW ever did a barbed wire match because that match was a clusterfuck.
It doesn't baffle me at all to believe that.
And see, the Luger thing, I never understood that even now, because it's like Luger had just won the title the previous Monday.
Yep.
Yeah.
The hell was the point of that? I mean, it's still not as bad as Sting winning and losing the title in the same night. Still not that bad.
That one makes me the most mad. But the reality is that was my first title change as a young child. Was to see the one guy that I gravitated the most, Lex Luger, beat Hogan, and I'm like, cool, the NWO is dead. Fuck no.
Hogan is not dead.
No, I did not realize the power of Hogan until like I heard my dad started talking about him. I'm like, wait, how in the fuck? God damn it, he is an old fucker. And that's when I realized half of WCW was like, oh, we've been doing this for 17 years? The fuck?
I love how you got the original trio of NWO. You think NWO is going to die, and then it turns out they have like 52 fucking members.
They've gone, black and white and
They
red
ain't
and
going
black.
nowhere.
Jesus, man.
Moving on to August 10th, 2008. Beer Money won their first TNA tag team titles together, defeating LAX at Hard Justice. To this day, those two teams have the most combined days as Impact TNA tag team champions.
Nice. Love Beer Money.
And finally, today in history, August 11th, 2019, Seth Rollins shocked the world by defeating Brock Lesnar one-on-one for the Universal Championship. This was also the first time in his career that Brock lost a world title clean.
Clean as a sheet.
We had Paul Heyman interfere. We had Goldberg help Eddie win.
What about when he was in a threat with Kurt and Big Show?
Didn't he lose it clean to Roman a couple years ago?
Was that after
That
this?
was like a
I could have
distraction.
sworn he did.
Because Braun kept teasing about cashing in Money in the Bank, so I think he was like a little distracted from that type of thing.
Yeah.
Didn't he show up ringside, Braun?
Maybe.
Was Heyman involved in that triple threat? No, he was in Big Show's corner at one point. Then he went to Kurt Angle.
Oh, God, that fucking feud.
Was this Vengeance? It was Vengeance, right?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
He was literally on anybody's fucking side, like every other week. I didn't know.
I'm going to fact check because somebody else said it was the first time he lost clean, and now I feel cheated. Vengeance 2003.
I think Heyman took
Kurt Angle won.
After Brock won the title back, he took it at Mania, and I think Heyman took a step back until he was named general manager. If I remember.
There doesn't seem to be any shenanigans, and you can't get DQ'd in a triple threat anyway, so I guess technically Vengeance was the first time he lost the title clean.
Clean as a sheet.
Yeah, and he pinned Lesnar too, so he didn't pin Big Show. So there you go. Thank you, Phoenix.
You're welcome.
Max Wrestling and promo fans tuning in worldwide. I need to start this off by saying, welcome to Tidal Wave. Oh, Captain. You say fate intervened at PromoSlam because I was unable to compete because I got, well, let's just say I got seasick. Now, Captain. You said that fate has intervened. And, I truly appreciate that you are giving me a rematch. But you think it's funny that you made it a triple threat. Now, before I get into this triple threat, I do want to apologize. I want to apologize to my brothers and sisters of House of Ashes. As I've been saying since the debut of House of Ashes, I've always said the house always wins. Now, Moses, my brother, I welcome you proudly, and I am honored to welcome you to the House of Ashes. Congratulations on retaining the TV title. But see, at promo series, the captain wants it to be the house versus the jury. You have to defend your TV championship once again against Cypher. And then I I have to battle not just one member of the jury, but two. I have to face the captain, who has proven to be dominant in promo competition. He wouldn't be world champion if he wasn't. And then there's Chad, the lawyer, Malcolm. That little fucking weasel of a person. Chad, I have no idea what business you have anywhere near the world championship. What have you honestly done to deserve to be in this triple threat match? Lose to me in trivia? Enter a tournament and then only do half of the work, making me do the rest? When I don't even fucking work for you. Well, Captain, have you forgotten who I am? Maybe, just maybe, I remind you. Chad Malcolm, the captain, Dazzy Lee. Don't forget, I know where you live. I know where you work. It'd be a real scary, terrible thing if you go to work at the movie theater. You go to Odin, and at the end of the movie, you gotta go inside and clean in the darkness. You see, the darkness is where I like to hide. It's where I feel safe. And right now, I'm in a real dark place. And I'm looking for the both of you. Now I know at promo series, it's going to be me versus the captain and Chad. You would think that the odds are against me because it is a triple threat. 2 members of the jury. And then there's just me from the House of Ashes. But I'm never alone. I have all the thoughts and all the different personas in my head. And they tell me that I will end you both. I will destroy you. And I'll get the gold. I'll get the world title. And that sounds like fun. See you soon. Ooh, brother, man. Walker, why are you so angry? Now listen, Chad, Desirino, my brothers. I know. Y'all are on the other side. Y'all are on the side of the jury. But over here in the house, we are all about that love. Now, don't let what he said scare you. Because not all forms of us, the Walker. For me, you can call me King Walker Love. And not all of us are mean and scary like him. So, just settle down. Chad, it's okay. You're still safe to go to work. Because we're not going to handle it at the Odin. We're not going to handle it at your home. In fact, we're going to handle it right here on Max Wrestling, brother man. We will handle it one-on-one. Well, more like 2-on-1. But it's okay. It's okay. We'll see you soon. fear me or to love me. Hell, you may even grow to hate me. I don't give a shit. Because at Promo Series, there's a storm coming. And that storm starts and is brewing inside of me. I lost my chance at PromoSlam. I will not tarnish another opportunity to become world champion. The captain or that weasel Chad Malcolm, neither one of you is going to be able to stop what's coming. Because I am healthier and I am full of fucking energy and I'm ready and itching for a fight. So thank you, Captain. Thank you for making this a triple threat, because not only will I get to take out one member of the jury, but I'll take out two, all at the same time. Nothing is going to stop me from becoming world champion once again.
This is Velvet Sky.
Hey, this is the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy.
Hey, yo, what up? It's Darby Allin. It's the Ultimate Vanessa, your girl's favorite wrestler.
Hey, Preston Vance here, aka number 10 of the Dark Order.
Hey, this is Tommy Tree.
Hey, everybody, it's the interview queen, Alicia Atute here.
This is the voice of Karrion Kross.
And you're listening to the Max Wrestling Podcast.
And you are currently listening to the Max Wrestling Podcast.
Max Wrestling Podcast. And we're about to take it to the max.
We're about to take it to the max.
It's time to take it to the max.
We're going to take it to the max.
Take it to the max.
Welcome
to the madhouse. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the madhouse.
Welcome back to the Cap and Mo Show. Welcome back to Max Wrestling Title Wave. Still to come, the Phoenix challenges to walk over the Knowledge Championship. But first, like us, follow us, watch us, hit that subscribe button, and don't miss our next special event. Promo Series 7 Rising Storm arrives on November 24th. As Travis has described it, Promo Series is usually the event where shit hits the fan. And as you saw during the break, Mr. Larkin has declined the challenge for a promo exhibition. But you know what? I think he forgot who calls the shots around here. Like, you don't get to just invade the show and talk a lot of shit and then refuse when we give you something. So, hey, if you want to be a part of Promo Series, like you said, this is the match. Take it or leave it.
Let me kind of speak my piece there.
Uh-oh.
You got a guy that wants to be back, that says he's back, correct? Gentlemen,
Right.
didn't he say he's back?
He did.
All right. Nobody's beating the door down to challenge you, dude. Nobody.
Love the way you put that.
Travis, you're not. Mo, you're not. Phoenix, you're not. Dazzy, you're not.
No, I still want my match with the Demoness.
I'm busy in the main event in the triple threat
me
for
too.
the world title,
Y'all
so
got
I don't give a
shit.
shit about it.
Y'all got shit to do. You want to be back. So as the old saying, put up or shut up. You know, do it or crawl back into your hole somewhere.
Step up or step aside.
Beautifully said.
So, there you go. You declined the invitation for the 400th episode, said you want to be a promo series instead. We give you an opportunity. Well, DC gave you an opportunity, so there it is. Take it or leave it. Either be a part of promo series and face DC, or don't. Also,
Or just again.
whoever leaves here today as Knowledge Champion will have to defend it with honor in the traditional winner stays on gauntlet against 3 challengers, the last of which will be none other than yours truly, competing for the Knowledge Championship for the first time ever. At PromoSlam, Cypher answered the open challenge, but was blindsided by these 2 fuckers in the House of Ashes.
Hey.
This time, there's no sneak attacks. It's Cypher challenging Moses for the TV title, and it's going to be the first ever TV triathlon. We're going to do promo, then trivia, then back to promo to decide who walks out of Promo Series the TV champion on the title's first anniversary, which was won by Moses the first time last year at Promo Series.
So there you go. It's already pre-written in the snow. Already rhyming. Here we go.
And in another first ever, it is a world title triple threat cinematic promo exhibition, whatever the hell you want to call it. It's the captain, the walker, the lawyer. There's a joke there somewhere. We walked into a bar somewhere. For my world title, Travis couldn't complete our match at PromoSlam, so I'm giving it one more shot, but this time I'm bringing my goddamn lawyer.
I need to take some. Next time we do a pirate theme, I'm gonna take some seasick pills or some shit.
You got seasickness. We'll also be predicting Survivor Series and crowning the group MVP. Is anybody ever going to take the damn thing away from Travis? We'll find out at Promo Series. If you want to be group MVP, you need to post and comment within 28 days of Promo Series to take the damn title off Travis, because he's had it for like, what, a year and a half now?
Something like that.
Almost.
He's not going to let anyone else have it.
The thing is, he doesn't even post and comment as much as he used to. He's giving people a chance.
There was like this one, I think it was like leading up to Promo Mania. Like, I just like stopped for like weeks, several weeks. And then in the last week, nobody was like posting or nothing. I'm like, I gave y'all a chance. All right. Boom, boom, boom.
You gave y'all a chance, he said.
There's always 2 people that are right below you in second and third, and it's DC and Chad.
Chad's trying. I think Chad, man, he just tries a little too hard, I think.
Well, he said he was going to be the first ever group MVP because he was just going to keep posting, hello, hi, what's up?
It's happening.
I think there was one.
He's just a little weasel, man.
You know,
I don't know. I just want to.
There was one, and I really tried to
steal
go
the term, Mo, and I know you'll know the term. That's some buckery right there.
Oh, some buckeries. Pat Buckfreeze.
Like I want to just like let someone have it. Like I don't care to lose it at this point. I've had it for like a year. I'm good. Anybody else can have it, but not Chad. I will be damned. I will be damned to let him take it from me.
Well, now he's just going to try and take it.
He's
Well,
literally
he can
just going to
try.
start like
He can
reposting shit from 3 years ago.
Yeah, this is what we'll do. Until we start trivia, yeah, I'll just start posting now.
Well, trivia's up next.
Piss
For more
him off.
information,
Okay.
go to maxwrestling.net/promo-series-7.
So much for the posting.
Next, what should we do next? Let's go for the Knowledge Championship. It is, well, at PromoSlam, because it was pirate themed, it was supposed to be 3 pieces of knowledge. So it's 3 stages of knowledge for the knowledge title. First up is Championship title sequence.
God damn.
We'll give the challenger the choice. Phoenix, would you like the Raw Women's title or the Impact Knockouts title?
Oh.
This title.
Raw Women's, okay. So, you know the rules. All you gotta do is tell me who comes next in this sequence.
Okay.
Normally, I would give you 15 seconds, but I trust you. So, the sequence is Sasha Banks, don't get too close. Asuka and Rhea Ripley, who came next?
Oh, you bastard.
You could have gone like 6 different ways after I mentioned Sasha.
Right, seriously.
And then you mentioned Rhea. I'm like, oh, who the hell be here for it?
All right, a couple more seconds.
Do I get to steal it?
Charlotte.
No, you got your own. Who are you going with?
Charlotte.
Charlotte. The sequence
That's
is
what I was gonna say.
Sasha, Asuka, Rhea, and then there was that bullshit decision at WrestleMania, which gave Charlotte the title. Was it WrestleMania?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I was at no, that was the NXT title. When did she beat Rhea? But anyway, it was Charlotte Flair.
No, yeah, you're right. That WrestleMania was NXT.
All right. I don't know if Impact actually favors Travis.
Cross beat Rhea for the Raw Women's title, and then Charlotte beat Nikki Cross.
That sounds way more. I remember Nikki getting it. I just don't remember when.
I know Nikki Cross had it for a hot minute.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, I think Nikki got it for like 2 weeks, but I don't remember when. I don't remember.
When she cashed in on Rhea Ripley.
Charlotte won it at Money in the Bank. Then it went to Nikki.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
All right. So 1 point to Phoenix. Now the Impact Knockouts Championship for Travis, and we'll give you 20 seconds.
Either way.
Okay. Your sequence is Madison Rayne, Angelina Love, and Tara. Who came next?
I don't know if I want to go Gail Kim or Awesome Kong or Mickey James. And they're probably all wrong, so safe bet for me, I'd say, would probably be Gail Kim.
Gail Kim. All right, sequence is Madison Rayne, Angelina Love, Tara, and back to Madison Rayne.
Gross.
So, end of the first round, it is 1-0 to the Phoenix, which means Travis gets the choice in the next round, which is bell to bell. I'll give you 2 matches. You tell me which one lasted the longest. It's the easiest round of them all. Would you like, Travis, 2 Mickey James matches or 2 Batista matches? It's funny, you just mentioned Mickey James.
Yeah, I'll go Mickey James for that.
All right. So we have Mickey versus Trish at WrestleMania 22. And Mickey versus Victoria at New Year's Revolution 2007. Which one lasted the longest?
Mickey and Trish.
All right, we'll go WrestleMania. Stop the clock. Mickey and Trish was 8 minutes 48 seconds, which was surprisingly long for the women back in the day.
Yeah, that's true.
And Mickey Victoria was 6 minutes 50. Point to Travis. All right, we're tied. Can Phoenix break the tie? You have 2 Batista matches. First one. Batista versus Eddie Guerrero at No Mercy 2005. And Batista versus Edge at Judgment Day 2007.
I'll go with Eddie.
Go with Eddie for the world title. Okay. Batista and Eddie in Eddie's last pay-per-view match was 18 minutes 40 seconds. Not bad. And Batista versus Edge was 10 minutes 37 seconds. Point to you too. It's 2-1. Which brings
I just remember
us...
Batista taking all that Mexican food from Eddie. Getting all mad.
Yeah. This brings us to the final round. Obviously, it's 2-1, so if Travis gets this final round correct, we need a tiebreaker. The final round is Name the Card, which, unfortunately, is one of Phoenix's favorite rounds, but it's also one.
My least favorite.
Oh, shit.
Used to be.
Oh, no, Billy.
All right.
When you started introducing the bloody dark matches.
Well, this card has one dark match.
Of course.
And I don't know who the fuck is that. Okay. Okay. The first match is Big Show versus Bam Neely with Chavo Guerrero.
I beg your fucking pardon? Who?
I think he was a TNA guy.
Bam Neely was Chavo Guerrero's like bodyguard for a while when he feuded with CM Punk for the title, for ECW title.
Are we supposed to do the
He's an ECW.
name of the show and the year? Is
Yeah.
it both? Okay.
All right, time's up on the first match. Let's get to the main show with people we know. First match, MVP versus Jeff Hardy.
SummerSlam 2008.
Holy shit. Let me go through the rest of the card. Fuck. We had Glamorella versus Kofi Kingston and Mickie James for the IC and the women's titles. Matt Hardy defeated Mark Henry for the ECW title by DQ. Mark Henry had Tony Atlas in his corner. CM Punk versus JBL for the world title. Triple H versus the Great Khali for the WWE title. Batista versus John Cena, and main event Hell in a Cell match between Undertaker and Edge. It was SummerSlam 2008. How do you get that from MVP versus Jeff Hardy?
I vaguely remember the little mini feud. When you said Big Show and
He's your
Bam,
cousin, and you gave him the answer.
Oh.
You know what? I honestly didn't think he'd know it was SummerSlam unless he saw the poster, because everybody remembers that poster. It's Maria on a jet ski.
I knew when you said Big Show and Bam Neely, I roughly knew the year. I was just,
I've never heard of
Who
Bam
the
Neely.
fuck is Bam Neely?
He did he was in OVW, then he was in ECW for like a year.
Guerrero's bodyguard.
Yeah. Then he got released and went to the Indies for a little bit. That's about it. There's really not much on him. So, congratulations to the first ever 5-time Knowledge Champion, the Phoenix.
Yeah, baby.
Broke his
Somebody
own
go chop him in
record.
the titty right now.
See, now this isn't good for me, because now you've just motivated Travis to come after me even more.
Even more.
But
A little bit.
it also
So
means if you survive the first 2 challengers in the gauntlet, you got me at the end.
Cool.
And we haven't done trivia before.
Oh, this could be fun.
We've done 2 cinematic matches. Now we're going to go trivia. All right, so that's the title part of Tidal Wave out the way. Now, in other news, like we said, I watched SmackDown this week.
How dare you? I'm just kidding.
I know. We've talked about Liv. Throughout the night, we also had Sami Zayn attempting to join the Bloodline, pretty much. Just wanted to talk to Roman, and the Usos playing Gatekeeper. I'm interested to see why they've thrown Sami Zayn into this, and also how it's going to end. It's probably just going to end with Roman, like, mollywalking.
If I remember correctly, Sammy would always run around with the Bloodline shirt, like, come on, I'm part of you guys and shit.
Yeah, Sammy's been trying to join for like months.
Oh, really?
It's the whitest Samoan I've ever met.
This is what I've missed.
He's like an honorary member, I think.
Honorary Samoan.
Another good thing about SmackDown this past week, Shinsuke was booked really strong, which I really like. It's about damn time. Also, the Viking Raiders were booked pretty strong. They just look like badasses destroying the local tag team, the Rockers, the high school years. And then, of course, they ran into Kofi, and New Day always has to win, so Kofi wins.
Oh, yeah.
But apart from that, they're looking a lot more badass than they used to be under the Vince regime.
Yeah, well, Vince ruined everybody, so.
Yeah. Including the world title, which is now pretty much, even though Roman's got both titles, it's like exclusive to SmackDown somehow. So the big topic that we were going to talk about, does Raw need an interim world champion? Absolutely.
At this point, yeah.
Not even interim, just give him a world championship.
I would say don't call it interim. Give him the WWE title back. Let Roman keep the Universal for 10 million days, and give Raw
the new Bruno
title.
Yeah, there's literally no point in Roman having both belts. It doesn't add anything to the fact that he's been champion forever.
Like, literally, all he does, if he ever shows up on Raw, literally all it does is he goes to the city. So say Milwaukee. He'll say, Milwaukee, acknowledge me, and then that's it. Like, literally, that's all he'll do on Raw.
If him having both titles is a reason to be on both shows, why is he mostly only on SmackDown?
Bam.
Still.
Bam.
He got that new contract. He doesn't need to.
Money.
We're supposedly having a draft soon too, which should shake things up a little bit. But yeah, definitely Raw needs a world championship.
Yes,
the draft is next month, ain't it?
Yeah, I think it's September.
Like first week in September, like the first Raw and SmackDown in September, I think.
Cool.
But it's gonna be if the USA Network really wants to push and say, hey, we want exclusive talent on our show.
Yeah.
And like the problem with it is they released so many goddamn people that like you didn't have enough challengers for both titles.
No.
Literally nobody. You fired like 80% of your roster.
Shit, the truth.
It's good in a way because they've put more focus on the US title the last couple of weeks, but at the same time, they still need a world champion.
Yeah.
I don't even want the WWE title back. I want the big gold belt back.
Yes,
apparently, it's in Triple H's office. Just go get it.
Fucking come on, Bob.
He's got one of them.
Yeah, he's got one of them. Rick's got another one.
The one that Rick has, it's actually owned by his son-in-law, and that one is the original. Original, like
Conrad
one that was the one that Hogan spray painted on. Mm-hmm. That one.
Good stuff.
Now, if Raw was to have their own world title right now, who would it go to?
I say Bobby Lashley.
Yeah,
he's probably your top guy right now. Everybody's really behind him as your current U.S. champ. Pass that belt off to somebody else. I mean, he just had a match last Monday or this past Monday against somebody. It was a U.S. title match. It's like that could have been a good title change, but forget against who. Saw like any part. Anyway, the point is like he's one of your main event guys. And again, even though yes, we have the fans, I should say, are so fickle that it's a matter of now we're finally pushing him. Now we hate him. I think he's still the right guy. He's the guy to push.
Yeah, he's on a roll right now.
If it was Vince, they'd probably put it on Omos.
Yeah, give it to a giant and make fun of his. Oh, there we go. He's so super strong. I don't know. That or AJ. My other guess would be AJ.
Yeah, AJ's carrying the flag right now too.
But he's also like not doing jackass shit, but he's still carrying that flag.
But AJ's at that point in his career, and he's such an established talent that he doesn't need to. Like, he could literally do whatever he wanted, and it's AJ Styles. Like, you can't hate the guy.
No, you can't. But then again, you have if this is going to be a brand new thing, and you have to make a Raw champ, the first one's going to have to stand out.
And I think the only way to honestly do this and make it look good, there has to be some buckery in one of Roman's matches to where you have to split the titles.
That would be nice. But
make
I
the
think
two falls match.
Add somebody in to make it a triple threat, because we all know Drew's not going over. He's not. And I think the thing to do is to have somebody get added to the match, have Drew and Roman each pin that person. Then you have the question: who wins? Who's the champion?
I suppose
One
you'd have to
person
be
gets handed the WWE title, Drew or Roman keeps the Universal.
that third person could be Karrion Kross.
Yeah. In which case, I would say have Drew take the pin, because if you're bringing Kross back, and his first match back he takes an L, that's back to some Vince level bullshit.
Yeah. Seriously.
Or don't hate me, people. Theory.
I mean,
I'd say just so he can cash in and get that thing out the way.
Yeah,
that's a move.
Oh,
a bad one.
I mean, I could totally see Chad making a loophole for it. Like, the contract is for a title match, not titles.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
So you can just use a loophole on it, and Theory can pin him, and then Roman be like, nah, you can fucking have this one. I'm keeping this one.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, I feel like the Usos will have to lose their title, at least one of them, at the same time, though.
And the problem with that is we need more tag teams. Like,
oh yeah,
we've got Street Profits, Viking, whatever they're calling them nowadays,
right?
And if you get Woods is hurt, so it's just Kofi. Big E may never wrestle again. So who do we have?
That's the problem with the women's division too. They've just drawn up this tournament for the women's tag team titles, and there's like 3 tag teams on there. Everybody else is just thrown together.
We all know why that match was why that tournament was put together. It's to bring back Sasha and Naomi.
Yeah.
And I guarantee it's going to be Io and Dakota winning it. And then it's going to be the same scenario that we had when CM Punk came back in 2011. Sasha's music is going to hit. She and Naomi are going to come down to the ring with the other set of tag belts. And it's going to be that all over again. It's going to be the same exact thing.
Yeah, they didn't even have enough tag teams when Naomi and Sasha were the champions.
No. And we get that random tag team of Nikita Lyons and who was it? Zoe Stark, was it?
Yeah.
What?
Weird shit.
Okay.
I don't even know who that is.
And
the girl with ass and Zoe Stark's
the girl with sass.
Kind of buff.
Ass and sass.
Yeah, I don't know who Zoe is.
I don't either.
She's been on NXT for a while. She was knocking around in the black and gold time. Wouldn't you see him with Io at one point?
Window.
I think so.
Yeah, for a little bit.
I think they were the NXT women.
Actually, yeah, they were.
For like
there you go.
A day.
She was champion with Io.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. There's also Asuka and Alexa thrown together.
That is the weirdest team I've ever seen. Yeah. When my wife tells me that's a weird team, that's how you know it's a weird team.
Yeah. Like, and it seems like they keep going back and forth with Alexa and whatever her gimmick is. Like,
yeah.
Is she, like the Fiend type character? Or is she the old gimmick or what?
Yeah. Nobody can
I don't think they know. I don't think she knows. I don't think anybody knows.
It's very much like Matt in AEW. She's just playing her greatest hits.
Right, there you go.
But at least she can still, put together a coherent match.
Yeah, and promo.
There you go, that too.
Yeah, so the tag teams we've got Tamina and Dana Brooke, Io and Dakota, obviously, Alexa and Asuka. We got Nikki, ASH, and Doudrop.
Oh, that's right. No, they've been in the team before.
About as long as it took to crash that car backstage on Raw.
Which made no sense, by the way.
The greatest thing was they didn't even acknowledge it the whole night. It was just going on in the background. And then, of course, you had Dexter Lumis right at the end show up in the crowd.
Yep. And then they were having interviews and shit, and they're just like, what happened to the car? But, like, fucking interviews, all that you give a shit about. I'm like
they didn't acknowledge it, but then they post, WWE posts on their YouTube channel, Dexter Lumis shows up at Raw.
Right.
Like, if you're going to tell the story, continue with it. Like, keep it going. Like, don't say,
I'm hoping Triple H will eventually learn that he can't treat us like we're stupid. And that's the thing that Vince always did.
I think he was going for, like, subtlety or realism where it just happens to be happening in the background. Like, we're not pointing the camera at it and pushing it. Even though if you were interviewing somebody and you saw a car wreck in the background, you're probably going to go over.
Oh, yeah.
I know if I see a car crash going down the highway, I'm going to look.
Especially if it's still there when you're interviewing somebody different half an hour later. And you can still see it in the background.
Still see it. Nobody's helped them and nobody's moved the fucking cars. Nobody did nothing. It's fucking ridiculous.
We also got Raquel and Aaliyah. Xia Li and Shotzi.
Yeah.
Nikita Lyons and Zoe Stark, and Natalia and Sonya Deville. There's some weird tag teams in there.
What in the shit?
Sonya Deville and who?
Natalia. Okay.
My brain is exactly fucking Feeney's face right now. I'm like, I'm sorry, what?
I think they brought back that
no sense.
Tombola they used for the Rumble.
You look at this tournament, and you look at the card and the lineup, but then you look at the AEW Trios tournament lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus fucking Christ! Like that's everything you want in a tournament for AEW Trio.
Yes.
But then you go over here, and then you're just randomly picking people that's stuck in limbo on even a developmental brand.
They walked into catering
and just put them right on in there. Like, I don't know.
And they're literally all trios in this tournament. We got Death Triangle and Will Ospreay and Aussie Open. We got La Faction Ingobernables versus the Young Bucks and TBA, which we'll get to in a minute. House of Black and Dark Order, Trustbusters, and Best Friends.
Fucking
I know what people are saying, but I really hope House of Black comes away with it.
We call them Team NXT in the TSK.
Right.
Because fucking hot damn. Fucking really? Davari? A fucking Davari? Like, you really brought in...
And don't forget, Mo, Brock Lesnar Jr.
I don't care about Parker. That's fine. I figured somebody was going to want to use Parker. He has a look. That's fine. I don't care. But fucking really? You're going to bring in a fucking Davari? Really? Because then now here they all fucking come.
At least I know who he is. I don't know who the fuck the third guy is.
It was it was goddamn homeboy got caught. He somehow got paid while fucking failing drug tests in NXT. It's 2 dimes.
2 dimes.
Well, nigga, that's my man, 4 nickels. That's what I call him, 4 nickels.
His name now is it was right in front of me. Slim J.
Oh, it's 4 nickels.
Oh, yeah, get the Slim Jim digging.
Fucking hell.
Definitely the jobber in that one.
Yeah.
They gotta be.
So on that topic, let's get into Dynamite. We kicked it off with another coffin match, which Darby won against Brody with a little assist from Sting.
Jesus. There was a lot of blood on this show.
Oh, yeah, there was.
A lot of blood.
Especially in the fucking main event. Jesus. But Sting just pops out the coffin, kicks everybody's ass.
It's great because, like, Brody got jumped in the beginning, which you didn't see coming. The face paint on by the way, fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And then if we haven't talked about the physique of goddamn the House of Black alone, I mean, they've all gotten in way better shape, especially Brody King. If you've seen him on the indie scene compared to now, dude is really trimmed up, so good for him. But this fucking tax skateboard, man, I don't know how it fucked Brody up, bro. He was leaking all around. He was pouring blood. I was like, dude, that was bad. But then just the fucking perfect ending. Quite literally the perfect ending. They mimic the whole him getting Darby getting hung basically, but he falls as perfectly as you can be, like knees first, plopped right into the fucking coffin, door slammed shut. You swear to God it was rigged that way. It was awesome.
And then we just mentioned La Faction defeated Lucha Bros, and again, Penta needs to just staple that fucking mask on or something.
Well, I mean, okay, this one I really like though because, and first and foremost for the couple of people that I saw on TikTok this morning bitching about how Roosh was out of place, I need you guys to do a little bit of research. I need you guys to look up a guy named Conan. And I need you to understand that not every fucking Hispanic is going to be a Rey Fenix, is going to be a fucking Pentagon. They're not. There's going to be heavyweights. Who did we just talk about? Fucking DC. Who did we bring up last week? La Parka.
Yeah.
The heavyweight luchador. Not everybody's going to be a high flyer. So, he's going to be a little out of place. But as far as the Pentagon thing with the mask, I love the spot. They tied his mask. He didn't want to lose, so he sacrifices himself. I mean, his face was all fucking painted up and shit. But I am kind of with the point. I'm like, motherfucker, get him a chin strap.
Yeah.
And when you got a fucking lock tie or something. God damn.
Ricky Starks, no shoes. Ricky, no stocks. Ricky Starks. His star continuing to rise now, but now he seems to be feuding with QT as well as Hobbs. Why does QT keep getting TV time?
Because nobody turns down the faction. I laughed so hard when he said that.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know, for some reason, when they brought out the chair and everything, which was a horrendous fucking attempt at swinging a chair by Camarado. I was waiting for Hook.
Who'd say he could shave his back? That's what I want to know. Who told Nick Camarado to shave his back? I almost didn't know who he was. I swear to God. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? And he's massive. Wait, that's not Camarado. No, it's not. And then I've seen his face all and I'm like, oh yeah, it is him.
It was the same guy that told Buddy he could beef up.
Oh yeah, come on, bud. Let's go. Let's get gigantic while you're here.
But yeah, Ricky's getting super over.
Nobody's. I mean, he was pretty over last week, and now they're just building the momentum. Yeah. Hobbs looks like he's going to be a gigantic monster. He's to stop destroying $400 TVs, though.
Starks is going to be a guy. He's a guy. He's got a look. He's young. He looks good. He's a guy that you can build your company around.
Okay.
And I'm not sure. I gotta see how old he is.
Honestly, he's in his 30s.
Ricky?
Is he in his 20s?
I'm pretty sure he's like young Rock age.
He's 32.
Oh, okay.
That's what
I mean, and looking at how a lot of guys are nowadays, he could go at least another, 18, 20 years.
If he stops getting dropped on his fucking neck.
And he's a star, and now companies are realizing it. And good for Ricky Starks, because now when his contract comes up, I fully expect there to be a bidding war for him.
Yeah.
That's the reality of what has become of the E. Now we're going to get bidding wars for people.
And you know what? It's so great for the talent, because it means that they can make more money.
Thank you. Finally pay him. I'm all about that part.
I mean, a lot's going to depend on the whole situation with AEW's TV deal, though, and what Warner Discovery is going to do, which I'm not holding my breath on them.
Never hold your breath on them.
As for the TBS title, it just seems kind of random bringing in Madison Rayne, especially to face Jade when you just know Jade's going to win.
Well, Madison Rayne, I guess, is there to help be a coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's cool. But then why the fuck is she getting a TBS title shot? And then why the fuck are you guys going 8 minutes?
She's got to earn her paycheck, Mo. She's got to earn the paycheck.
Then train longer. You understand me? Make the classes longer, make the sessions longer, make the fucking weight room. I don't know, do something. But this was not the move. No, this was all bad. I mean, I've never been a fan of Madison Rayne. Never will be. I was hoping she would at least make Jade look good, and that was not the case.
Yeah, Madison's kind of like, I don't know, about 8 years out of date. She was pretty good in like the original Beautiful People run for a good few years there, and then afterwards she's just been kind of bland. Ever since she married Josh Matthews, actually.
Yep, that's exactly what I was going to say.
Your life any day.
It's all his fault.
Yeah.
It's easy. I'll blame him. I don't give a
shit, right?
What was it? Was it AJ Lee that said it? Talent isn't sexually transmitted. Maybe it's sucked away though.
Right, definitely.
Honestly, I think at this point we need Jade in the women's title picture.
Yes.
I think she needs to be the one to take the strap off Thunder Rosa.
I don't know what's going on with the women's division, because I'm looking at their roster now and I'm like, it's actually fairly stacked.
It is.
Like, they got a great, you got fucking Ruby Soho. You got Athena in there. Like, there is no reason neither one of them could not be TBS champion by now.
Yeah.
And Jade moved to the women's. I don't like Jade. But would I be okay with her going into the world women's title picture? Absolutely. That's fine, because like there's no point. They need to put over some new talent. And you're going to sign all these huge stars, former WWE stars. You do it with Adam Cole. You do it with CM Punk. You do it with any new hire from the release of the men's, and they get put over instantly. They get put into a faction. But if you're a woman, you just get put on dark and barely ever seen again. And I don't like that. I don't like that one bit.
No, I think it's shaping up to be Athena's the one to take the title off Jade, and Jade then moving on to the world women's title. I mean, I do like Jade a lot more than I used to, that's for sure. But she's the only woman they're pushing.
Mm-hmm.
And you got this whole frenemies thing going on with Thunderstorm.
Yeah, like
not only that, but they're really not even making Thunder Rosa like a credible champion. She's just she's
not
been
likable.
hanging on to it. That's it.
Well, it's like it seems like she's always just barely scraping by and getting the W. Like
She always just seems to be rubbing people the wrong way as well. There's something like not very likable about Thunder Rosa.
She be stiffing motherfuckers.
Yeah, sandbagging
motherfuckers.
She's the good underdog on a hunt.
Yeah.
But once she reaches it, it just dies. It stops. She needs the hunger for something, but she's got what she wants, so it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
I think
it's similar to like what Mick Foley was. You love to see the hunt for the title. Like you want to see them, get it, and you get that moment where they finally get it, and then
Liv Morgan.
Bingo.
But this is what
It's
bugs
the
me about
same
Liv,
thing.
because Liv's actually been pretty good.
Yeah.
As champ. Other than that
Yeah.
shitty SummerSlam finish, she's done nothing wrong.
She's been in my opinion, Liv has been a better world champion than Thunder Rosa.
Yeah.
But if Thunder Rosa comes out, she's not going to get booed.
No.
But Liv does. It don't make sense. It's just stale. Very fickle. Very fickle.
And then Dynamite main event. Did Chris Blade? Did he get busted the hard way? Actually,
Yeah, hard
I think
way.
they said on the post.
He hit his head on the buckle and split wide open.
He was wide open. That
He
shit was
also
just
has
dripping.
I don't think he broke his nose. I think he's had a broken nose and
Was that a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, it was from the barbed wire match with Eddie Kingston.
So I guess it started to reopen up on top a little bit there. And then, of course, goddamn John, he's the new Cody. He's got a fucking gig for whatever. But then again, and I've said this before, these fucking camera guys, I swear to God, they always love to get it. You fucking Mox is on the outside and the whole earring spot happened and this guy's fucking digging into his forehead. And I'm like, why are you like digging into your forehead? And then, quick camera cut. Shit, we saw him gig. Then we go back and he's putting the blade away. And I'm just like, okay. And he sits and he also gigged his ear, if anybody wants to know. He actually gigged his ear because he's a fucking
Some Pat Buckery.
Exactly. But I was just like, fucking goddamn, man, really? And then a 4-minute Walls of Jericho through a commercial.
Oh my God.
4 minutes.
And then it wouldn't have been so damn bad if it wasn't picture in picture.
Yeah.
If they just went straight to a commercial, it would not have been that bad. But like you're not. I don't know the best way to say it, but you're not making this shit believable.
There you
go. I didn't watch it on the fight stream this week. It was the TBS stream. So imagine how much worse it would have been on fight, where they didn't go to picture in picture. They just stayed with the match, and you still had the commentary for those 4 minutes.
Yeah, I mean,
it would have been boring as shit.
I personally hated this entire fucking match. I didn't like it. I think Chris Jericho looked great. He looked like fucking Chris Jericho. Like,
yes,
I loved it. I loved
Jericho,
his energy. He looked great. He looked healthy. He even cut some good moves. He hit a few good spots. But Moxley, after that ear gimmick, it's like he gave up. Like it felt like he did not care anymore. He wasn't like he was half-assing the just almost everything. Like he wasn't selling that well.
I mean,
or anything.
Two things saved the match. One was the excessive amount of blood.
Yeah.
One of which was an accident. And I don't know if you've seen Dynamite yet, Phoenix, but sorry for the major spoiler. CM Punk's return.
Yeah.
He's like, that was you cared about.
That was even after the match. So
yeah.
I'm not even gonna that doesn't
and in fairness, it was spoiled for me too, because I didn't watch it till this morning. But he looks good. A lot of people said he was still limping, but I didn't really see him limping that much.
Big limp.
Yeah, Punk was amazing. Like he looked like he's ready. This is how I feel like he should have returned to wrestling looking like this.
He was emphasizing that his knees recovered, like he was bouncing on the ropes, and
well, it's his foot. Not his knee, it's his foot. And that's the
wasn't it?
problem.
Wasn't
See,
when he
that's
jumped
the
into the
gimmick.
crowd and like his shin
I don't
just
think
smacked into the
knows.
barrier?
It's the top of his foot is what smacked the barricade, and he had a broken foot.
Jesus.
And then after doing the fucking slingshots and landing on a broken foot, he aggravated the fuck out of it like a dumbass. But no, again, now maybe call it the keen sports eye or a guy that's actually tried to cover up injuries before. But I kid you not, I am not a medical professional by any fucking means necessary. But that motherfucker is still hurt. That foot is extremely sore. He should not have been fucking doing a goddamn thing on it, let alone trying to do any moves. I mean, we were cracking jokes about it. Oh, I'm not going to catch you jumping off the thing because my broke ass foot. No, his foot he was hurt. And you noticed it go away when he hit the ring, when he got the pop from the crowd, when he got that adrenaline. Then he started to walk a little normal. But if you watch him come down from that ramp, he's doing this the whole fucking way. And it's super noticeable.
Well,
again, maybe just to me, but no, I
least
don't
he
think
played
he's
it.
ready, and I'm worried about it. I'm worried about it.
At least he played it relatively safe. Like, he didn't hit a GTS or anything. He was just throwing people out of the ring, clotheslining over the ring, stepping out of the way.
If he sticks to doing this, like this kind of thing, and maybe put him in with some trios matches with FTR, to where, he doesn't really have to get physical. I mean, okay. But my whole thing, though, is not with the action. It's with Bossman. With TK constantly doing the whole Cody, I've got a big announcement, or this is don't miss, or let your product speak for itself.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Let your product speak for itself.
And also cut the blackout shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
we said many times.
I've expected that, though. Is anytime I see any member of the House of Black, I'm starting to expect a fucking blackout. But yeah, no, I'm with that move. You got to get rid of that. And as far as the announcement things, like I will admit he's getting better. They're telling you pretty much if you want to know more about the Dynamite card or whatever, you got to turn into Rampage. Like we got told, like if you want to know more matches that are on the card, got to watch Rampage. I personally think they could have probably dragged out Danny Garcia and fucking B-Dry 2 out of 3 till the pay-per-view, but I don't know. Maybe B-Dry is going on hiatus again. He does have an announcement this week, so.
Oh, jeez. It's fucking 2014 all over again. 14, 15. I mean, I really hope not.
Yeah, same.
But he has been really working the shit out of himself since coming to AEW, especially the little feud with Hangman.
Oh, yeah. Worked the shit out of that. And then again, he's going to go 2 out of 3 against Garcia. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe this was his way of just like, oh, hey, I'm back and I'm going hard as hell. Who knows?
Yeah.
Again.
Punk and Mox looking good in the face-off, though.
Oh, yeah. That looks
and we
good.
Still got just under a month till All Out.
About 3 weeks, yeah.
So take it easy, Punk. Don't aggravate that fucking foot again. Because
I don't want to
see Punk.
I'm about to say, TK, you're fucking listening. I better not see this cat in no matches. No matches. Not nothing. Nowhere. You know what? Keep it better on. I want all of his goddamn promos to be back motherfucking stage.
Pre-tape them. Pre-tape.
All that.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Dynamite. So let's move on to Guess the Wrestler. Let's put our detective skills to the test.
I wonder who this could possibly be.
Guess the Wrestler.
He's the wrestler, better than all the wrestlers.
I want to challenge one of these fucking nerds.
Do it.
All right, which one of you nerds want to do it?
I'll do
Phoenix.
it.
Yeah, boy. I was about to say Phoenix scratching. He said that's for him, raised, but all right.
Yeah, I already won a knowledge title. Leave me alone.
Right, exactly. All right, hold on. I gotta find you a good one. He had a fucking MMA career? Oh, he didn't.
Spoiler.
He didn't. I'm talking about that one. There we go. All right. Your time begins after I give you the first acclimate. He is a one-time IWGP Tag Team Champion with Big Van Vader. If you have any, if you want to know anything, where he wrestled or wherever, you got to throw out guesses there, Haas. Let's see, what else was good? Two-time WCW Tag Team Champion. Once with Chris Kanyon and another one with Diamond Dallas Page. Here we go. I got one for you. This one might spark some stuff in your brain.
I know what it is.
One-time ECW World Television Champion.
I don't fucking know.
Oh, damn.
Anybody take a guess on this one?
Feeney?
Nah, you can take it. I don't give a shit.
Here we go. ECW Heavyweight Champion.
I know what it is.
Let's go. What do you got?
Scott Bam Bam Bigelow.
Yes, sir. Bam Bam Bigelow is correct. I'm about to say, when I seen he teamed with Big Van Vader, that's fucking mean team right there, boy.
See, if you hadn't have gone with that one first, most of the other clues I would have said Vader.
There you go.
All right, now for the 8B of Retro Rewind.
SMR Podcast Network. You should be listening.
All right, so fun thing is, guess what? Finals are over. Retro's coming back. But again, remember, we say September is when we begin, but special news is happening because I just realized legit how close I was to these, and these are always fun to do. So when Retro returns, again, I forget what fucking day it's going to end up being. I want to give an actual date out because it's going to be fun that way.
Well, you find the date, and let me say, all right, I got to go. Y'all have fun. Finish the show. Phoenix, congratulations on beating me and becoming champ again. Moses, welcome to House of Ashes. Dazzy, fuck you. DC, see you next time.
Peace, man.
That's how you do an
All
outro right there.
I know, it's a great one.
I like that.
As he jams, September the 5th, we're coming back hard and heavy, and it's actually going to be 2 Retro pay-per-views, which is going to end up being, fucking goddamn, I just have the names in my head. Hold the hell on. Oh, that's right. Survivor Series 1996, and I believe I forget the one for WCW. I think it's, World War III. That's what it is, World War III. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
I was going to say Fall Brawl.
That's what I thought too, but no, World War III first.
Cool. All right, and now we're going to finish it up with the Geek of the Week and the Best of the Week. First up, this week's Geek of the Week.
Pencil neck geek, gritty freak, scum-sucking peahead with a lousy physique. He's a one-man, no-cut, losing streak. Nothing but a pencil neck geek.
Pencil neck geek.
So my Geek of the Week is actually an entire faction. Because every time I see them, they just scream fucking geek to the point where one of them throws pencils at you. And yes, I'm talking about the fucking lovely group of Jay Lethal, Satnam Singh, and big tall motherfucker right now. I can't remember his name.
Satnam Singh.
Satnam Singh. Who's the fucking little dude?
Sanjay.
Sanjay Dutt. Thank you. Fucking goddamn Sanjay.
I had to fast forward when Sanjay speaks.
Satnam Singh has to be literally directed where to go at all fucking times. They had a fucking segment where they talked, and he was like, "Hey, I need you to stand right here, and then you're gonna move over there." And I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Like, I'm watching Sanjay Dutt give this guy cues where to fucking go, and the fact that Jay Lethal's willing to keep himself around these guys makes him a fucking geek, just via accessory. So that is my Geeks of the Week. Fucking nerds.
Geeky by association.
God damn it.
Okay, on the plus side, this is this week's Bestler of the Week. He's the best wrestler. It's somebody who should have been booked like this a long time ago. And with the Vincesaurus finally extinct, it seems Papa H is finally putting him back where he belongs. So this week's best of the week goes to Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yes. Nakamura Shinsuke.
All right. Well, thank you for spending your Thursday with us. Here's the socials again. You can find us on the evil Twitter machine at Max Wrestling UK, at the Captain 512 and SMRPodNet. Check out the website maxwrestling.net, and don't forget to hit the sub or follow button on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all the socials. I almost turned this into Dan Housen then. On all the socials, hit the follow button. The evil follow button.
I will curse you.
I've been the Cap. He's been Mo. We've also had the Phoenix. Thank you very much.
Anytime.
And congratulations. Actually, I just figured out, even though it's like called Max Wrestling Tidal Wave, it's just a regular episode this week. And it's the first time the Knowledge title has ever changed hands on a regular episode and not like a event. So
history making.
First time for everything.
Yeah, fucking fifth time for you. And of course, DC Daniel Crimmins, thank you very much.
Appreciate you waking up, handling this business, making sure that this guy knows that you can't just show up and not do nothing.
I don't duck a challenge.
I never said you did. But...
And now listen up, you Panther geeks. This is what Moses has for you this week.
That's right, there it is. Here we go. TikTok's going to keep rocking how we go. Make sure you're following Max Wrestling UK on TikTok and all the other fun socials, as we've already stated. You know Retro's coming back September the 5th. What you don't know is not Retro, but Bolt Rant comes back hard and heavy this week. Why? Because preseason starts, baby. We got to talk preseason. So preseason happens game 1 against the fucking in-town rivals, the LA Rams. I mean, granted, preseason don't mean jack shit, but you get to hang out. You get to watch guys like Justin Herbert looking fantastic on the sidelines, taking a look at this team that, according to all the experts, is bound for the Super Bowl because, well, it's our fucking year. So if you want to catch Bolt Rant, y'all already know where to go. SMRPodNet is the place to be. I'm going to chop fucking Feeney right in the titty. See you around a bit.
And a roundhouse kick your groin.
Let's go, buddy.
Man, you two aren't even facing each other.
All right.
And
rivalry.
I was about to say, right. Haven't we had like a fucking 2.5 year long?
And the former champion hightailed it out of here, but thank you also to Travis Walker Anderson. You can find him at Walker_TA92. And with that said, join us next week.
Before we go, can I just ask one question?
Yes. Sure.
Why do people keep attacking me from behind?
Oh, that's right. PromoSlam.
Yeah. What the hell?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Like, you didn't even see who?
You look like an easy target, that's all.
No, I just saw the hammer. I don't know. I don't know who attacked me. I don't know why.
This is what happens when you work nights.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Blame it on working nights.
Funny you should mention it, though, because my gavel's gone missing.
Oh. Any idea who took it?
No. I think it's those shady Ashes guys.
What the fuck?
You know what? Let's look back at the footage and during the week, and we'll come back to it next week. There you go. There's a reason. Join us next week. We don't have a pay-per-view for another 3 weeks, I think. Clash at the Castle. Obviously, we'll have predictions then. So for the next couple of weeks, let's just keep enjoying the rejuvenation of WWE thanks to Triple H. In the meantime, you've been watching the Cap and Mo, plus very special guests this week on Tidal Wave. Goodbye. And good night.
Stop bleeding everywhere, goddamn.